We all know what rumors are, and we all know how they get spread. We know who spread them, who talk about it. We know who we're talking about, and we don't really know how the rumor was created, and we don't even know the full story of rumors. But today, we're going to be talking about rumors. But since we don't really know how rumors are spread, but we never think about how it makes people feel. We never know how it affects reputations. We never know how it affects people's relationships. And we never really think about how it makes other people feel. I've heard rumors about myself that I've been like, I didn't know I did that. I didn't know I could do that. But the thing is, when you hear rumors, this is what I learned about rumors. This is my perspective of rumors, okay? Rumors are just he said, she said. But no one said it's true though. If you hear a rumor about yourself, is it really true? Only you would know that. Only you know that. Not the person who told you the rumor. The person who told you the rumor, where did they hear that from? Were they there? Were they in that car? Were they in that house? Were they there in your bed with you? Like, where did the rumor actually came from? The person who told you the rumor, where did they get that information from? Are rumors true? 95% of the time, they're not true. So if you're in high school right now or in college or if you're at work and you hear a rumor about yourself, it's probably not true. And here's why it's not true. Because when this event happened, wherever you were at, like let's say for instance, you was at a bar with your homegirl. And let's say you guys were out having drinks and you guys were enjoying yourselves. And let's say you invite a third person. It's just you and your homegirl, but you invite a third person. This third person could come out of anywhere. You don't know this third person. They could come from work, they could come from school, but most of the time there's usually just a third person or a second person. It don't matter the amount of people. It could be two people for all that matters. So this is why the rumor is probably not even true. Because majority of these rumors come from men or women. But the thing is, depending how the story goes, but let's say you and your homegirl go out for drinks. And let's say the third person that they invite or you invite, let's say is a male, or a female. Doesn't matter the gender, but majority of the time it's males. But let's say it's a male. And let's say you guys go out and have drinks together, which is the problem, the drinks. So let's say the guy starts coming on to your friend, and maybe even you. Let's say he starts flirting with both of you guys. And let's just say that, you guys start having drinks and having a good time. That's it. You guys have a good time. You guys talk about work. You guys talk about school. You guys drink or smoke or whatever you guys do. You guys just chilling and hanging out and stuff. And let's say the next day, you guys go your separate ways, and then you guys go about your life. But that night that you guys hung out, that's all you guys did. You guys didn't do nothing else. Only 3 of you know the truth of what happened that night. Only 3 of you. But let's say you all of a sudden hear a rumor about yourself at work or school. And you be like, who said that? Like, you questioning your friend, like, did you say that? And your friend like, no, I don't know who. I don't know who said that, but I know exactly who said it. And it was our guest that, said it. Our guest is out here spreading rumors about us. You'd be like, why are they spreading rumors? I thought we was all having a good time. Well, majority of the time, if a guy spreads a rumor about a girl, it's because his feelings are hurt. His ego was shattered because he was rejected. Or he just doesn't remember what the hell happened himself. But majority of the time, when a rumor is spread about you, it's because somebody is hating on you, or someone is jealous of you, or someone, is mad at you, or you hurt their ego in some way. That's just an example story. But like, let's say that night that you went out with this person, you rejected them because they tried to kiss you or have sex with you, and you rejected them and said, no, I ain't trying to do that. Like, just because I'm drunk don't mean I want to have sex. Just because I'm drunk don't mean I want to get freaky or anything like that. And then you know what that does? It hurts a man's ego. It hurts his feelings. So what he do? He go to school. He go to work the next day and tell everybody you guys had a threesome. Oh, how cute is that? But here's the problem with rumors. Nobody was there but you three or you two. And majority of the time, if a guy is spreading a rumor, it's because he got his feelings hurt or his ego shattered. Because a genuine person who respects your boundaries isn't going to sit there and be like, oh, well, I'm just going to tell everybody she had sex with me, because she didn't want to have sex with me that night. So I'm going to tell everybody she did because I don't want people to think I got rejected. Which is exactly the point to why men spread rumors about women. Because they get rejected and then they start telling everybody like, oh, well, she had sex with me, but I'm not going to tell the truth because she actually rejected me. But these people, especially kids at school and especially people at work, they weren't there. So how the hell would they know the story? This is why you don't hang out with your coworkers, because coworkers are secret haters and they're in competition with you anyway. They're not even your friends. You may have one or two friends at work that are really, really close to you, but the majority of the time, you're going to have at least one friend at work. And that one friend may just be loyal just to you and not the other coworkers. But it's very rare to have a best friend at work. It's very rare to have a loyal person working with you at work. But this is why you don't want to drink too much with people, because you don't know people like that. Especially drinking and doing drugs with people you don't even know. Because like, you never know, this person that you're hanging out with is a psychopath or a liar, or they're just going out with you because they just want to see if they can get with you or something. The truth is, most rumors are not true, and whatever you hear is your business. So if someone tells you a secret or someone tells you a rumor, you can't judge the person because you don't know the full story. You don't know what really happened. I mean, you could keep it in mind. You could be like, oh, I heard that shit. That's not my business. You'd be like, that's not my business to what she be doing, what he be doing in his life. What does that got to do with my paycheck or my education? Nothing. Like, just because you heard a rumor, like, is that going to get you more money? No. Is that going to get you a promotion? No. Is that going to get your grades up? No. And most rumors start in high school, because high school is just a complete, like he said, she said. I mean, the rumors that I've heard about myself were never true. Never true. And if you heard a rumor about me, that's on you, and they couldn't have me. Even for you, like, if you heard a rumor about yourself, it's because you hurt somebody's ego. But even if you did do the crime, you do the crime with a stranger, not with your coworker or some kid at school. Even if you did wanted to do what you wanted to do that night, you do it with a stranger that doesn't completely know you. Or you do it with somebody that you know you can trust. That you do with your friends and your situationships or your side dudes or your side chicks. That's really your business. And if you really are going to go out with drinks with somebody, especially a coworker, at least do it with someone you can trust. And don't be adding no add-on persons either to be like, oh, well, we had a threesome. No, we did not have a threesome. We just had drinks and we talked about work, and that was it. But here's how to handle rumors. Don't spread the rumor yourself, because you could be spreading lies and then the rumor could backfire onto you. So if you say something about somebody else, it could lead back to you, and that person be like, why you say that? Like, what do you, like, blah blah blah, why are you telling my business? Like, why are you in my business? Like, wait, you never know if it backfires on you. And if you really did do the crime, you have to leave the scene. Like, you have to try to find a different environment, or you just have to ignore the rumor. You have to just say, the rumor is not true. I know what I did. But if it affects your education or your job, you have to leave. But if it doesn't, you're going to have to just dead it. You know, you're just going to have to believe for yourself, like, oh, that's not true. Like, you know, I know what the hell I did. I know what I did that night. And look at who's spreading the rumor at that. Like, look at who's actually talking about the rumor. You know, are they worth, like, do you care about what they think? Are they grading your papers for school? Are they giving you promotions? No. Majority of the time, they're not. So if the rumor is about you, don't retaliate. You need to protect your energy. You need to protect yourself from toxic people and toxic coworkers and classmates. And also surround yourself by people who actually value you. That's why you don't go out with just random people and do this stuff with people, especially go on dates with certain guys. Like, that's a whole nother story, especially dating in high school. But the thing is like, you don't really want to put yourself in a position where, like, don't do nothing that would be known to be talked about. That's why you need some self-love. And you need to protect your reputation. Because people are bound. They are here to ruin your reputation. Just so they can get ahead and so they can feel better. They want you to look miserable. Because they are. So have you ever been influenced by a rumor? Just comment down below and share your experience and how you overcame that rumor. Share with others who has heard something about themselves to make others feel better. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.